Are you planning a trip to Spain? You may be wondering about Spain's do's and don'ts. Every country has its own history, culture, and proper ethique. Traveling to a neighboring country or one halfway around the world requires a little knowledge and insight into that country's way of life. Spain is no different. Spaniards tend to be very patriotic and proud of their heritage, and because of this, it's important to learn a bit about Spain's etiquette in order to fit in and respect those around you. Today we'll have a closer look at the do's and don'ts of traveling to Spain. Don't forget to subscribe, let's get into it. Number 1. Do. Adapt to Spanish time. While adapting to new time zones is a regular challenge for travelers, visitors to Spain have the added complication of getting used to the country's late schedule. Spanish afternoon lasts until 8 p.m., the time when most restaurants open up for the evening. Most Spaniards don't eat their evening meal until even later than that, with a sight of groups of friends and families out dining well past 10 p.m., common in many parts of the country. Particularly in Madrid, which has a notoriously late night schedule. The sooner you get in sync with this, the easier it will be to get the best out of travel in Spain. That's particularly true if you're planning to experience the country's nightlife, which starts and ends late, with bars trending up to fill from 11 p.m. at the weekend, while many Spaniards won't even consider going to a nightclub before at least 2 a.m. Number 2. Indulge in tapas culture. Spain is famous for its tapas, but many visitors don't have a clear idea of how the country's tapas culture actually works. While there are many tapas-style restaurants, the smaller local bars tend to have a selection of ready-made tapas that you can enjoy from within, the selection varying by the region. However, in many parts of Spain, you will be given some free tapas whenever you order a drink. This can vary from a small montadillo, little sandwich, or some olives right up to a sizable portion of food. If you're not a fuzzy eater, it's entirely possible to fill up on free tapas without actually ordering any food, and this could be an effective and money-saving strategy for budget travelers. Number 3. Don't wear beachwear when not at the beach. Spanish culture and customs require appropriate attire when visiting the country. One of the easiest ways to offend locals is to walk around in non-beach areas in swimwear or without a shirt. Cover up with trousers or a dress when transitioning from the beach to the city area. Wearing beachwear around town makes it very obvious you are a tourist and can make you a prime target for pickpockets. Number 4. Don't be easily offended. If Spaniards seem more blunt or direct than what you're used to, know that it's just part of their culture. Locals may ask personal questions or give their unsolicited opinions on various topics. They are not being rude, they are just doing what comes naturally to their culture. Number 5. Do. Travel by bus to save money. Spain does have an excellent high-speed rail network, operated by Renfe, but unfortunately it can be very expensive to use. For the longer distance trips, it's highly advisable to book as far in advance as possible. Budget backpackers, though, will most likely find that traveling on Spain by bus is the best way to go, with almost all major towns and cities connected by affordable and regular coach services. Number 10. Come in the middle of summer. If you're planning a trip that will include a visit to several different parts of Spain, avoiding the peak summer period between late July and throughout August is advisable. Not only are many of the coastal towns and resorts overcrowded and more expensive during this period, but many of the inland cities are scorching hot, with sightseeing in the likes of Madrid and Seville really quite an unpleasant experience, with temperatures regularly topping 40 degrees. Late spring, early summer, or even early autumn still serves up warm weather in virtually all of the Spain, and you will be able to take advantage of cheaper prices, with most Spaniards still at school or work during this period. Number 11. Don't feel pressured about tipping. Waiters in Spain earn a living wage and do not depend on tipping. If you feel like your service was above and beyond, feel free to leave a few coins, but rest assured you are not expected to leave anything. An exception is at a high-end restaurant or larger group meals, where you may leave up to 10% if the service was above and beyond. If you are ever uncertain about Spanish etiquette when it comes to tipping, check with your local guide or your hotel's concierge. Number 12. Do learn about their culture. Learn about their culture, myths and beliefs they have, like not passing the salt shaker from hand to hand. According to Spanish belief, it is bad luck to do so. Don't forget to leave a cactus on your window. Number 13. Do book visits to the major attractions online. One thing that travelers in Spain need to be aware of before they even set foot in the country is that visits to a few of the major sites and attractions do need to be booked in advance. Tickets from the Alhambra in Granada, for example, regularly sell out, sometimes even weeks in advance during holiday periods. Therefore, some advanced planning will be necessary. Other famous attractions, such as the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, can be visited by purchasing a ticket on that day, but it's cheaper and quicker to buy your tickets online and avoid the queues. If you enjoyed getting to know more about what to know for traveling to Spain, share this video with your friends and hit the like and subscribe button. Stay tuned to learn more about the fascinating places you can visit around the world. I'll see you in the next video.